Kevin Schwantz. How's Blake doing? I was eavesdropping there for a bit on some maybe roll off the brakes here, be neutral, get on the gas for the next thing, kind of a thing.
You know, it just looks like he's kind of rushing everything right now. It's first test back on the bike since the end of last season, so I think he just needs to back up, slow down, smooth out a little bit. But you know, he's a 22-year-old kid and wants to be wide open throttle in the 20 feet before he was on the last lap. And some places that works, but some places it doesn't.
That and the fact that his default setting is amped all the time, it seems.
Oh, yeah. He was quite a long drive back to the house last night, listening to him talk about everything and how bad it was and how mad he was and how fast he was going to go today. But, you know, that's that enthusiasm that's neat to work with. It's nice to have to try and figure out how to control it instead of light a fire under him.
Well, of course, we can't get through too many conversations without race politics coming to the forefront. Everybody here seems very pumped and positive. When we were here for the previous test, it was kind of a dour mood. Everybody's very pumped about the prospects. Yeah?
You know, it's February. It's 1st of February. We've got to be excited about going racing. So, you know, whether the series has things lined up and headed in the right direction yet, it's just the season that'll wait and show us that. So, you know, it seems to me what I read in the press has been some moves in the right direction. Just exactly how far detached from the program now those guys are that we think may have been the main nemesis of our series, we just have to wait and see.
School, give us a school update. How are the schools going? We going to do a couple more at Indy again?
Absolutely. We got 6 dates at Barber this year starting mid-March. A couple dates at Indy right before the Grand Prix to try and get that track whipped into shape. And, you know, we're going to Greece to do a school in May and a couple of other international things that aren't confirmed yet. But, you know, it's going to be a busy season. Red Bull Rookies Cup is another going to be at 6 Grand Prix for that this year and coaching those kids as well. So not going to be much grass growing under my feet.
Was there something I was hearing rumors around about some kids getting together, running around doing some stuff here that you were going to participate in here in the States?
Well, there's always been the Rockwall team, and Michael Worrell's a close friend of mine, and you know there doesn't seem to be a lot out there for the kids right now with no Red Bull Rookies Cup here in the States. Trying to come up with a plan of how to keep that American presence and that flow that we kind of seem to have sustained now with Spies and some of the other younger Americans coming through the ranks here with the series getting as small as it is here and the lack of factory involvement. We've got to do something to look after the youth, because if we just kind of pull the plug on everything here, it's not going to bode well for what type of American success we're going to have in the next decade. So we got to keep working with those kids. And Michael picked J.D. Beach up about midway through last season, and J.D. ran around at the front of the field the rest of the year. So, you know, we're hoping to get a few kids into that program. And, you know, I want to work with them as much as I possibly can, because I've known the kids from Rookies Cup. And, you know, it's the school, Red Bull Rookies Cup and the Grand Prix, AMA Series. There's not going to be a ton of time left on my schedule, but you know, if I ever get an opportunity, I think the best way to work with those kids is to ride with them, and that's one of the things that this year, going to the Grand Prix and working with the Red Bull Rookies Cup kids, I'm not going to get to have my own bike and get to go out and ride with them, so I'll miss that. But you know, if we get a chance to get a track day somewhere and take them to Barber, maybe do some stuff at school with them and ride some 600s with them, I think it'll be great.
Last question. It's something we get bombarded with. We've been doing these live webcasts now, and the people in the chat room are always hammering on us about what's Spies going to do. What do you think Spies is going to do? Come on, tell us what you think about Spies. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And I, after watching him pound onto those guys at the last race, when he came up on those 4 guys with 8 or so laps to go, I was like, he's gonna take them, every one of them. I think he's going to win races.
You know, it's not going to be easy. But I think the ability that Ben's got will have him running in that front group the second half of the season, maybe even a little before that. And you just have to think that they're going to as even as everybody's going to start the season out, the guys who've been there and won 8 or 9 or 10 world championships, and the rookie, the engines have got to last so long that there's not a whole bunch of variables that can be there. And I think Ben showed last year that new track, new bike, different tires, it's all stuff that I'm going to learn. I'm going to take my time learning it. Had he not been as aggressive early on and been in the gravel in Phillip Island and made another mistake in Valencia, that championship wouldn't have been quite as close as it was. But I think Ben will win a race in his first season for sure.
I told you. Thanks for confirming my suspicions, Kevin.
You're welcome.